In the shadow of the Golden Dome, not far from the word of life mural that some refer to as Touchdown Jesus, two programs that when they get together, the drama is high. Miami comes into South Bend to take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame in a rematch of what was a thriller a season ago. Free State, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. For more on this matchup, let's go down to Valley Road.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Thanks, Bob. We're really looking forward to this matchup. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get it down at the 17-yard line on the return.
The ultimate 17 rules by teaching to the trial from 12% is our outline.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lofton. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step, and they feel like they've upgraded several key positions this year, hoping that they can take that one next step and win the net this season.
Yeah, and it's one thing to get there, but man, you get hungry when you got there, and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year.
Great job maintaining by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, two left for them to spend. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The RPO is complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who to mark. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers on the first drive, Palmer. Get your guy in touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and touch early in football.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it's a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know he's going to get this. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Looking for room, it's Fletcher. You want to make sure you maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You got to be able to know what to try to call, and then it comes guilty of like the lines of certain calls that get to the hole, get to the block, there's a nice game, make the situation really good.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB that's up and runs. Nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical front. Guys defeating the box. Able to get that from the hole.
The Hurricanes bring the team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this. Feels the run trying to pick up some yards. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The run inside. It's Mosley. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a moving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right? About both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Now you get a chance to see who are the beasts on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented. Let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Back to the ground with the running back. And how about that play by that giant mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They're in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even flip it to pass situation.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Coaches look at this stuff every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. Go right.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks like they're going for it in their own end. Guard to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and
it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness on these offensive down, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Play action, and that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from God. Get your shoulder in out of the point and really make them doing something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defense.
The change now on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to get again with more strength. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. David needs to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive drift, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And now on second down to this offense. They feed him. Knocked off his feet.
And that's why he's an All-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders in the entire country.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Reads it, fires complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. These two guys just on the same wave. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls. You know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down and second and 10. Throwing, Mensa. Fakes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Quick release on the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They're about to run a dirty half dozen plays on this drive. On the move, it's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that really didn't go anywhere. Offense focus on enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move the ball, to get a run game going. It's squarely falls on the shoulders of those five offensive linemen.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Unloads quickly. He's got it for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Canes come to the line with an interception. Got it behind the line. It's Jacob.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive system.
In football, you've got to turn quick, but don't quick. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick. Obviously, he's accurate.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Third down coming. We'll have to wait just a second. Once to think things over, they call it. They're down to one timeout left in the half. It'll be third and long. Pulls and fires complete. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most. It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And I'm better than you, and I bet you matched up out wide. And I trust you. I'm finding it. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. First down and goal. I bet you the percentages are really high for Russ. And this defense was ready for the next physicality right now in the situation. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going on, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with the backs up against the
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped at just short.
Man, if I'm a quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown.
And I get that more in this defense out, man. I'm going to go for this touchdown right here. If I miss this, I think the whole length of the field is score a touchdown. Now try to pound their way in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up. They gave up some yards, get inside the own one on fourth and goal. And what did they do? A good job of getting space, man. Big boys, getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole open up, and they get the fourth down stop.
The defense there able to stop it. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can get some movement at the point of attack, find a receiver.
Makes the grab into movement. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space, do some damage. That time they got him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives them something to defend.
Aaron the gun, third down, here's Carr. Got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Carr. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep his drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It's extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the car. That car's supposed to tell us what to do.
There's some room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put an extra star by the big run.
Yeah,
this run track is a weapon for us. He is so good in space, got shiftiness, he can make guys miss. This guy gets to the second level and watch out.
He can hit a home run.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender fights on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind. Nice job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times
You see these defenses, man, they pull the runs, blitzes, they understand the formations, it might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got some work to do after that last play. Second and 13. Snag in the middle, it's quarter. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun on third down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is, you got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal is miss, make, great. And listen, the keepers have been through the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They take over and have enough time to put together a drive. Using his legs, pressure. And he was able to run one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice second effort by the break and tackle, but how about those defensive backs? Willing to come up, stick their face in the fan and make a tackle.
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-line and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as his offense patiently tries to work it up to its own end. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. Hit and brought down at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Nice job by his defense creating that negative play.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is possibly wiping out the turnover. And the Hurricanes have it with the first and 10. The RPO fires complete to the left. And the defense settled in. Stops that one for a short game.
And listen, I'm going to believe in this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let them look at understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide, even though find this guy early and
the Hurricanes will go to third timeout. And they won't be able to stop it again for the remainder of this half. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. You should break. Set up good situations. I think we're all success.
Got it down the field. Almost took it all the way with a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness. Third down and short. A lot of people think, run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. Throw the ball down the field and make the big play.
Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's another one of this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody scores any points in the ball, but trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team, that's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and they're physical and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, you're seeing two really good defenses go at it.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing. Caught, and he's close to a first down. A nice pickup there. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have two left to work with before the half.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient, put some points on the board before you break. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot to DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the odds by the defender there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start. They'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the Colts take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5 in his first and 15. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. They finally make this stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
Just telling us Central's very good.
We played two quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors now. Time update.
Guys, let's get you ready to beat zero edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Bulldogs who win it on their turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
He'll bring it from inside his own 10. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
Here's Carr to throw. Pulls it in. It's Mobley. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Which is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hurricanes! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game. You're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barrett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
C.J. Carr firing again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Carr. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now facing a 3rd and long. Again, it's Carr. Fires left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Mensah. The sure hands, it's Lofton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Running inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Throwing, Carr. Finds his man, it's Mobley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got the quick pass. On the move at the 30. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys.
Maybe a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They send the tight end in motion. A give to Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Brown again. Breaks into the open. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard game. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that.
They'll have a first down here. A week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. The run inside. It's Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Tosses it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball.
Caught, and he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Here's Mensah to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Puts it out of the air. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mensah. On target. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Runs through a man. He might have space. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to...
Snags it, and he's open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Flanagan.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the right. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Compton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got a little grass. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Try the right side with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.